Well, we remain quite confident that PEZA's move towards the extension, longer-term extension of the letters of authority that have been extended to 478 of our RBEs will prevail. I just want to remind everyone that, we feel that this is a permissible activity, well within PEZA law. In fact, PEZA has been issuing such letters of authority since 2017, well before CREATE and well before the pandemic. So this is really nothing new. It is within the jurisdiction of PEZA to issue such letters of authority.
Okay. Now, sir, the FIRB has mentioned that it is working with the BOI to come up with work-from-home options for the BPOs. Have they actually reached out to you specifically? And what recommendations are you asking for? Are you just asking for the 70-30 to stay, to be extended, or more flexible options? What is on stake here?
Yeah, well, we feel that our investors, both existing and prospective, will always want additional flexibility. We just came from a pandemic, which is not quite over yet, wherein we had to migrate and mobilize, over 1 million employees from on-site to work from home arrangements, which was quite unprecedented, right? So this dramatic change in workplace arrangements will take a while before we resume to whatever this next what normalcy, the new normalcy will look like. There is no magic number, and in fact, if I were to hazard a guess, we would prefer an even bigger leeway for flexibility. In terms of the BOI, my own opinion is that all investment promotion agencies should have uniform incentives. I think that is what is more clear and palatable to our investors. And I think that the other differences should be the ones that should differentiate one IPA from the next. But in terms of incentives, I believe they should be uniform.
But sir, we did have representatives from CCAP before in the show during this entire process, and what they were saying was that they do want to go back to the normal arrangements, at least at that point. This was months ago, and they just needed some time for that to happen because, like you mentioned, they needed to, there's still this hybrid kind of work, but it's not as if they did not want to go back. Has that now changed? And you are saying that the nature of the industry has changed, and we need to find a different kind of solutions and still receive some incentives.
No, what CCAP shared is certainly valid. I don't think the thing is, though, the IT-BPM industry has evolved and matured into more complex and diversified sets of verticals. Certainly on the contact center side, which is still the dominant category and sector of our industry, there is more flexibility and I guess need for probably a higher ratio of on-site operations.
Okay.
But our other verticals will need more flexibility. There are natures of work and services that our employees deliver that can be perfectly performed, in a location-independent setting, and the performance of that nature of work was admired by the whole world during the 2 years wherein we did not suffer any dips in productivity or customer satisfaction in delivering work across all the different time zones where our customers are located.
But Jack, give us a better picture here of what really is the situation like on the ground now. I mean, our majority of BPOs, especially those in Ecozone, still implementing that 70-30 work from home setup. I mean, we're just days away from September 12, from the expiration of that policy. Are you ready as well for the possibility that it might actually not get extended?
Well, we are always ready, and we have proven our resilience during these back and forth And this I really want to go back to the big picture here. I think our industry has proven its resilience and its flexibility. All we want, because we are launching our roadmap for the next 6 years. This will serve as industry blueprint for our goals and metrics, and the potential of adding over 1 million jobs for Filipinos is the central message. The reception that we have received from all our government partners has been extremely positive. So we remain confident that we will get the flexibility that our investors, and even more importantly, our employees, who are the bedrock of our industry, are all seeking. So the next few days are going to be very interesting, and we are in active dialogue with all our partners in ensuring that we will be able to retain our strong position and continue to grow in the next 6 years.
Sir, can you say already now, based on the situation, that the cost savings from, let's say, the rentals, or just general productivity boost from having these work from home arrangements compensate for the foregoing of the tax perks? And is this going to be, Concentrix has already done this. Is this going to be something that you're expecting will be a trend, or something that other companies are going to start looking into?
That's a complex question, Danny, and I think it's going to vary depending on the company, depending on the category. But to your point on real estate, and we have had dialogue with our real estate partners as well. We remain the biggest absorber and user of office space, and to my mind, the termination of leases has been quite minimal, surprisingly.
Okay.
Most real estate players continue to retain their space in and out of economic zones. So, we feel that the big picture really is improving the reputation of the country in the ease of doing business, making this a more investor-friendly environment, because we are a world capital in the IT-BPM space. And along with India, we are the only countries that dominate. And I think my concern is not really the industry losing investors, as much as it is maximizing the market share that I feel the Philippines deserves. We are a world leader, and our industry, how many industries can we name where the Philippines is in the major league? This is one of them. We are an indispensable pillar of the economy. $29.5 billion in revenue 2021, adding 145,000 new jobs during the height of the pandemic, despite the overhang of uncertainty, the back and forth about work from home or return to work. Despite that, we have prevailed. But we did not quite maximize, despite the impressive performance in 2021. Our growth rates in the Philippines actually lagged a little bit behind the global growth. So we left a few thousand jobs on the table. And I think this regulatory uncertainty is the primary reason for that.